Hello student, I am Prachi. Today's our topic is MCQs on switchgear and protection, Unit 1, Basics of Protection. So these MCQs are very important. Now here we start. First question is, what are the necessity of protective system? So the options are: A is to increase the continuity of supply, B is to become system in healthy condition, C is to avoid excessive damage due to fault currents, and D is all of above. So the correct answer is option D, all of above. Means all are the necessities of protective system. Then second question is to protect the circuit against overcurrent and short circuit current. Options are: A is fuse, B is contactor, C is circuit breaker, D is isolator. Option A is correct answer, fuse. Fuse is equipment to protect the circuit against overcurrent and short circuit current. Then question number 3 is, these faults occur very rarely in practice. There are two types of faults, symmetrical faults and unsymmetrical faults in switchgear. So, the symmetrical faults occur very rarely in practice. Option A is correct answer. Then, next question is, it is more severe type of fault in nature. Options are: A is symmetrical faults, B is unsymmetrical faults, C is both, and D is none of above. So, the correct answer is option A, symmetrical faults. It is more severe type of faults in nature. Then next question is, the nature of this type of faults is unbalanced. Options are: A is symmetrical faults, B is unsymmetrical faults, C is both, and D is none of above. So, the correct answer is option B, unsymmetrical faults. Means the nature of unsymmetrical faults is unbalanced, and the nature of symmetrical faults is balance. So here our correct answer is option B, nature of unsymmetrical faults is unbalanced. Then next question is, LLL LLLG is a type of faults. Options are: A is symmetrical faults, B is unsymmetrical faults, C is both, and D is none of above. So the correct answer is option A, symmetrical faults. LLLG is a symmetrical type of faults, and when unsymmetrical fault, LG, LL and LLG. This is the example of unsymmetrical faults, but LLL, LLG is a symmetrical faults. Then next question is, which are the current limiting reactor? Options are: A is generator reactors, B is feeder reactors, C is busbar reactors, and D is all. So the correct answer is option D, all. All are the current limiting reactors: generator reactor, feeder reactor, and busbar reactor. Then the next question is, when the reactor are connected in series with generator are called as. Options are: A is generator reactors, B is feeder reactor, C is busbar reactor, and D is all of above. So the correct answer is option A, generator reactor. When the reactor are connected in series with generator are called as generator reactors. Then next question is, how to calculate the percentage reactance? Options are: percentage reactance is equal to current into reactance divided by voltage multiplied by 100, or second is percentage reactance is equal to current multiplied by voltage divided by reactance multiplied by 100, or option 3 is percentage reactance is equal to current multiplied by reactance multiplied by 100, or fourth option is percentage reactance is equal to current multiplied by reactance divided by current into 100. So the correct answer is option A, that is percentage reactance is equal to current multiplied by reactance upon or divided by voltage into 100, that is I into V divided by I into X. X means reactance, X that is called reactance, divided by voltage multiplied by 100. This is the formula of percentage reactance. Then next question is, how to calculate the short circuit current? Options are: short circuit current is equal to current multiplied by 100 divided by percentage reactance, or option B is short circuit current is equal to current multiplied by percentage reactance divided by 100, or short circuit current is equal to current multiplied by voltage into 100 divided by percentage reactance. So the correct answer is option A, that is short circuit current is equal to current multiplied by 100 divided by percentage reactance. So option A is correct answer. This is the formula of short circuit current. Then next question is how to calculate short circuit KVA. Short circuit current, and this is the short circuit KVA. Options are KVA, short circuit KVA is equals to base KVA in bracket 100 divided by percentage reactance. Second is, or option B is short circuit KVA is equals to base KVA multiplied by in bracket 100 divided by current multiplied by percentage reactance, or short circuit KVA is equals to base KVA multiplied by 100 divided by voltage into percentage of voltage, or short circuit KVA is equals to base KVA multiplied by 100 divided by percentage of current. So the correct answer is option A. Short circuit KVA is equals to base KVA in bracket 100 divided by percentage reactance. Option A is correct answer. Then next question is generator is of 2500 kVA with 10% reactance. Then what is the value of percentage reactance of generator at base kVA? Here higher rating we consider the base kVA. So here base kVA is 2500 and the percentage reactance at rated kVA is 10%, and we calculate the percentage reactance at base kVA. So our formula is percentage reactance of generator at base kVA is equal to base kVA upon rated kVA multiplied by percentage reactance of generator at rated kVA. So here base kVA and rated kVA is 2500, means 2500 kVA is both base kVA and rated kVA. So our formula is base kVA upon rated kVA multiplied by percentage reactance of rated kVA. So here we write base kVA upon rated kVA multiplied by 10, means percentage reactance of rated kVA. So our formula is base kVA upon rated kVA multiplied by percentage reactance of rated kVA, that is called 2500 divided by 2500, because base is kVA and rated kVA is same, multiplied by 10. So 2500 upon 2500, this is cancel, and our answer is 10%, means percentage reactance of generator at base kVA is equal to 10%. Option B is correct, means 2500 divided by 2500, these are cancel and 10% remaining. So our answer is 10%. Then next question is when current is equal to 314.92 and percentage reactance is 15, then what is the value of short circuit current? So what is the formula of short circuit current? Short circuit current is equal to current multiplied by in bracket 100 divided by percentage reactance. So here current is given, that is I is equals to 314.92 and percentage reactance is 15. So here we write short circuit current is equals to I short circuit is equals to I multiplied by in bracket 100 divided by percentage reactance. So the percentage reactance is 15 and I is 314.92. So our answer is 2099.45 ampere in Calci. Our answer is 2099.45. This is the formula of short circuit current. I short circuit is equal to current multiplied by in bracket 100 divided by percentage reactance. This is the formula of short circuit current, and based on this formula our answer is 2099.45 ampere. Then next question is what is the value of short circuit KVA when base KVA is 6000 and percentage reactance is 50? Here we calculate the short circuit kVA. So the formula of short circuit kVA is base kVA multiplied by 100 upon percentage reactance, same as short circuit current. Short circuit current is equal to current into 100 divided by percentage reactance, but in short circuit kVA, base kVA multiplied by 100 divided by percentage reactance. So here base kVA is 6000 and percentage reactance is 15. So here we write 6000 multiply in bracket 100 upon percentage reactance is 50. So we calculate this in Calci, then our answer is 40,000. That is option B is correct answer. Means 40,000 kVA, it is the value of short circuit kVA, and when we it convert in MVA, then our answer is 40 MVA. So the next question is, here see, the system is mostly suitable where frequently news and letters are being added. So the options are not a news and letters, but the question is, the system is mostly suitable where frequently new generators are being added. Here new generators being added, So options are A is ring system, B is tie-bar system, C is generator reactor, and D is feeder system. So the correct answer is option A, ring system. Means in ring system the system is mostly suitable. In tie-bar system, option B is correct. In tie-bar system, the system is mostly suitable where frequently new generators are being added. Our answer is option B, tie-bar system. In tie-bar system, the mostly suitable where frequently new generators are being added. The system is tie-bar system. Then next question is, the nature of this type of fault is balance. Options are symmetrical fault, B is unsymmetrical fault, C is both A and B, and D is none of above. So the correct answer is option A, symmetrical fault. The nature of this type of fault is balance. We see this. The nature of the unsymmetrical fault is unbalanced. Then next question is, nature of unsymmetrical faults is unbalanced because. So options are, all three phases need to be considered in fault calculation. B is only one phase need to be considered in fault calculation. C is both, and D is only B. So the correct answer is option D. Not a D. Option A is correct. Means in unbalanced nature or in unsymmetrical faults, all three phases need to be considered in fault calculation, and in symmetrical fault only one phase need to be considered in fault calculation. Then next question is, bus bar reactor has of two types. So options are ring system, B is tie-bar system, C is feeder system, and D is both A and B. So the correct answer is option D, both A and B. Bus bar reactor has to be two types, ring system and tie-bar system. Then the next question is, sequence of operation of power system equipment for opening the line. So options are, first isolator open, then circuit breaker open, and third earth switch close. Option B is first circuit breaker open, then isolator open, and then earth switch close. Option C is earth switch first time open, then second time circuit breaker open, and third time isolator close. For option D is firstly circuit breaker open, second isolator close, and third is earth switch open. So the correct option or correct answer is option B. B is correct answer. Option B is correct answer, means sequence of operation of power system equipment for opening of the line. For opening, circuit breaker first time open, then isolator open, and last earth switch close. And when the for closing the line, then earth switch firstly open, then isolator close, and circuit breaker close. Here we see this question, sequence of operation of power system equipment for closing the line. Firstly, earth switch is open, then isolator close, and circuit breaker close. So the option C is correct answer. So today, thank you. I hope you like this video. In the next video, we see the MCQs on electrical estimation and contracting, unit number 3.